Each person may have their own point of view when deciding whether or not to adopt a chameleon as a pet. Chameleons are not just reptiles, but amazing wildlife that needs proper care. There are many types of chameleons, and the future owner should carefully weigh the pros and cons before buying. Chameleons are a type of ancient lizard. Their colors vary widely depending on their habitat, and they also have the ability to change color. The skin of a chameleon is composed of 4 different layers, namely the epidermis, the chromatophore, the melanophore, and the lower layers, which contain pigments of different colors in their cells. Different color patterns appear when these layers shrink or expand. This most often occurs during or after a fight with another chameleon and depends on the lizard's emotions, angle of light, or temperature. Chameleons also have unique adaptations that help to survive. The merging of the toes of each foot into groups of 2 and 3 alternately allows better movement through the branches of trees. Long and sticky throwing tongue to catch prey from a distance. A pair of independently rotating eyes increase their alertness. Chameleons mostly live in the rainforests, African deserts, and savannas of southern Europe. However, not very many people around the world prefer them as pets. Keeping a chameleon at home? Pros. Charming. The creatures look quite beautiful, and the fact that they can change colors makes them even more attractive. Slow and low-energy animals that do not require much attention to be happy. They usually live happily in their habitat of plants and branches that they can climb on, provided that the preferred type of food is also in the cage. Some people prefer them as pets as they have more time for themselves. All that is needed from the very beginning is to check if the cage or terrarium is set up correctly according to the needs of the lizard and the instructions of the veterinarians. After that, it is important to keep track of food supplies. Live longer. Usually in the wild, it is only 2 to 3 years. But if the owners take proper care of them, chameleons can live up to 10 to 20 years, which is long enough for a small pet. Weigh little. This value differs between species, as well as according to the age and health of the lizard. The weight of a male chameleon varies from 85 to 170 grams, while the weight of a female ranges from 85 to 118 grams. Quiet. When left alone, chameleons are very quiet. You just need to provide them with proper food and a habitat similar to the one in which they lived. So they will remain extremely vigorous and will not disturb their owners for no reason. Affectionate. With the proper care they are used to, lizards will be happy to interact with humans and will never bite. Keeping a chameleon at home. Cons. The bodies of chameleons do not have any odor, but when they wipe their jaws on tree branches, they begin to smell like rotten meat. In doing so, a smelly, waxy material is released from their mouth, which helps to attract prey. In addition, white animal excrement is somewhat similar in smell to human urine. Health issues. Care must be taken to ensure that the chameleon's habitat is in perfect condition. However, a number of health problems can still occur, such as swelling, injury, respiratory infection, discharge, mouth infection, tongue narrowing problems, and egg tying. Different types of chameleons prefer different temperature ranges. Therefore, care must be taken to constantly check with a thermometer whether the temperature is within the range. Otherwise, you need to sprinkle a little water or light a few more bulbs. Generally, the temperature that most chameleons can withstand is between 10 and 22 degrees. Chameleons need a special diet. Insects such as crickets, mealworms, and waxworms need to be filled with nutrients first and then fed. Small, hairless mice should only be fed to large chameleons. Plants. Mustard, collard greens, romaine lettuce, kale, turnips, and dandelion greens should be ground to small sizes. Reptile supplements calcium with vitamin D3 and multivitamins come in powder form to be sprinkled on food in optimal amounts to prevent vitamin A, calcium, and vitamin D3 deficiencies. Water should be applied through a dripper or sprayer very slowly so that drops form on the leaves where the chameleon can drink. The cost of a chameleon varies from species to species. Initial chameleon price ranges from $30 to $300 depending on the species, its age, and where exactly you buy it from. It should be borne in mind that the cost of creating an ideal habitat and its subsequent maintenance is quite high. Chameleon cages must be well thought out, have the right level of humidity, and have plenty of greenery for a healthy and happy existence for the animal. From the point of view of saving temperature, it is ideal if the cage is made of glass. As for size, the bigger the better. When purchasing a cage, owners must consider many different aspects that cannot be ignored: size, temperature, humidity, lighting, plants, and rust resistance. Conclusion: the chameleon is not one of the common pets. At the same time, it is not difficult to keep a pet if the person has some experience in caring for reptiles or proper research has been done in advance. First of all, you need to take good care of their habitat so that the pet can easily adapt to its new life. Are you thinking about getting a chameleon? Let us know what you decide in the comments below. And if you know someone who's thinking about getting a chameleon, please share this with them. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching.